Yeah. We live.
We live?
We live. Cut off in good
Dean,
timing.
you better be the first person in the chat. All right, you was asking for this.
Sorry, guys. Technical difficulties. Had to move the Wi-Fi in the room, and then
Yes,
it caused a lot.
but everybody was on time. It was just technical difficulties.
Yep. Eric was on time.
But welcome back to another episode of CeleTake podcast, baby.
Yes, sir.
If it's your first time watching,
The Twin Podcast. Y'all know what time it is.
we got our twins on. But if it's your first time watching, we got a podcast where we talk anything and everything Cele Nation. I'm your host, E. Next to me is the league owner and co-host, Mike Scalco. Now, you see them already. Your favorite twins on YouTube. On the left, he puts the J in J&J family. He's on the Makos, MVP and Defensive Player of the Year.
And
Our guy
champion.
Sway. And champion. And you can't forget that one. Can't forget that one.
Yeah, with my boy Mike. Yeah, yes,
We got our boy Sway. And on the right, making his debut for the Panthers, I got the twin,
Putting the P in playoffs.
the Nacho to your cheese. We got our guy Nacho in the building.
You forgot to add Rookie of the Year, Season 2 as
I
well.
didn't have that much space. You're right. And Rookie of the Year. And Rookie of the Year, baby. But, yeah, let's jump into it. We got to talk about game recaps. We had a fun week last week.
The weekly trash.
Weekly trash.
Shout out Darvish.
Shout out Darvish.
I hope
for
everybody is friends with Darvish on Facebook
You
and
got
saw
to.
his breakdown of the Goblins film because it was hilarious. It was hilarious.
0.3.
Hating on Batman.
Like a stray bullet.
He
see
basically
Darvish.
dissected Dom's footage and just called him weekly trash, and everything
yeah, I
that
did see
Dom
the
did
weekly
wrong,
trash,
he
yeah.
just kept doing trash.
Trash.
That's trash.
It would just be like 3 seconds of quiet. Trash.
All right, I got something to watch later.
Pull it up to your mouth, Nacho.
But let's jump into
All the way.
all the way, all
Pause.
the way,
All the way.
Yeah,
But
there
yeah,
you go.
there you
Go,
go.
go.
Sorry.
Well, let's jump into game one. Game one. Oh my God, the Mambas sticking the 2-incher into the Goblins. 102-57. The second most deficit in the league. It's just 54. 44. The biggest one is 47.
45.
This one's 45. Quick
I
maths.
think
Quick
last
maths.
season
Quick
on La
maths.
Familia, we had the record, and I think they just broke it, right?
Yeah.
No. You guys still have the record.
47,
we had the
yeah. You
record?
still
Yeah,
got
yeah.
it.
Let's
47.
go, Tone. Let's
It
go.
was bad.
It was
Yeah, it was
terrible.
ugly.
Yeah, it was ugly. But let's check out the stat lines for the Mambas. We got Tommy dropping 48. I believe his career high. 21 from 31 and 9 steals. Almost had a double-double with steals. Shane with 16 points, 5 threes. Jacob Nolan, 9 points, 7 rebounds, almost a double-double.
And one Instagram highlight reel.
And 1 Instagram highlight reel. And you got Patapult, 3 threes, baby, 9 points. And Sean with a crazy stat line, 13 assists and 19 rebounds with 6 points.
That's wild.
Crazy. Now, for the Goblins in that losing effort, you got Dom with 23. Tough night shooting. 10 for 28. JPP, almost a triple-double. 16, 8, and 9. The only bright spot, I would say, for the Goblins. Then you got Dean, 14 points, and Ish and Gino coming in behind with 2 points. We'll start off with you, Sway.
Damn, bro. I didn't know Ish went 1 for 8.
Yeah.
That's tough.
1 for 8. Now, the Mambas. How good did the Mambas look to you, or was it just too easy on the Goblins not playing defense?
Shit, I ain't gonna lie. I got there early. Mike was like, yo, can you ref? I was like, I got you, bro. And
Shout out Pat Klein for being late. As the captain. Thanks, man.
shout out Pat, bro. My fault, Pat. But
That's why we won't have stats later for the Coyotes game.
man, just
Shout
know
out
the
Pat.
first 10 possessions was them just trapping on the wings and straight turnovers. And by the time you know it, they were up 17 zip.
Yep.
It was ugly.
Then Dom suited up. Then it was
The-
25 zip. Dom finally got their first bucket. After that, it was a fat GG, bro. Like,
Do
they
you
couldn't
think
really
do you
do
think
nothing.
Dom not pulling up
GG
early
chat.
enough kind of fucked him a little bit, Nacho? Like
Yeah,
Dom
that
not being
definitely
there?
messes
Yeah.
them up, especially once he gets in the game or whenever that situation happens with the tech and he's out
Yeah.
for that minute. That hurts any team 4-on-5. So that definitely hurts him.
Oh, yeah, like when Dom came in, he got a few buckets in a row or whatever, or he got them some points, but bro, it was really just the turnovers, bro, and easy buckets for Tommy. I saw, bro. Like,
That was first game, right?
First game 9.
9-15.
9-15.
Bro, it's a problem, bro. Y'all better wake up early, bro. Y'all better stop playing, bro.
Oh God, yeah.
What did you see, Mike?
Weekly trash.
Weekly trash.
Weekly trash. Shout out
Weekly
Darvis in the
trash.
chat.
Is he in the chat?
He's in the chat.
Yes,
Shout out
sir.
Darvis.
Shout out
He told me he
Darvis.
was
Yes,
tuning
sir.
in.
You know Darvis watching, bro. He watching.
And it was a lot of one-on-one shit too. It's not like they were getting the passes.
No, it was horrible
It
basketball.
was terrible, yeah.
I mean, I commentated the game. You heard me on the commentary. It was frustrating. At a certain point, I just wanted the records not to be broken. Points record and then the individual point record. I didn't want either of those to be broken with cherry picking. Dom earned the 49 points that he scored in season 2.
It was triple teamed.
Triple team, scoring tough shots. Like, it was a very different situation than cherry picks off of horrendous offense. So I didn't want that record to be broken. And it was broken in the same game as the initial 101 points were scored by us. Yeah. So I wanted that to stay. And so as a commentator, I was definitely rooting and doing what I could to influence the game.
Like you were screaming. You were like, yo, bro, play defense.
100%.
Foul him! What are you doing?
During the one time out, I took out the audio, but I'm screaming at Dom, and I'm like, yo, he's 2 points away. Like, you got to foul Tommy. Man.
But the cool, little interesting fact, though, with this game, the Goblins had 6 assists.
Damn,
That's
that's what I'm
horrible.
saying.
Six
That's from watching. It was a lot of one-on-one, no passing. Like if Dean got a bucket, it was just him pulling up or Dom pulling up, and or JPP just fast break layup. Like, bro,
One-on-one shots.
Are you in panic mode though? Because like week 1, they came back, they beat the dogs, won by
All
2
right.
points.
All right. We saw why.
I mean, they didn't have Juan either. Like Juan is like,
Yeah.
you know, he's a bucket. They got to pick him up on D.
That's
and
a key.
whatnot,
That's a
but-
key player. They missing Juan is big.
You also, and I said it in the commentary, I believe, Dom comes in late. You're down 15 or whatever it was when Dom checks into the game. He's now in panic mode of like, oh, I got to score. So instead of him
And
being
he's
able
cold.
to, yeah, and exactly too. But instead of him being able to come in the game, facilitate, get guys involved, and like start the offense, he's coming in that 15-point deficit where his mindset is that I'm gonna chuck.
Bro,
I'm
literally,
gonna
he
try to get
checked
shots
in,
up.
He checked in and took the shot.
I gotta be bucket Dom instead of
Yup.
do it all Dom. That's what the Goblins need. Do it all Dom right now.
But for the Mamas, I know we call it cherry picking. Now they do play a zone. Like if it's not broken, don't fix it.
Nah, honestly,
It's
the Mambas
working.
look good, bro. They be even in the half court, like when the Goblins did score, bro. Sean was pulling up for 3, or y'all saw the other Sean too, the tall Joker
Yep.
dude. He was behind the head. I'm like, yeah, he's smooth, but he be getting buckets too. So
And it's that press. Like a lot of teams don't do that. Only Tone's team really, and the Mamas they play everywhere doing that.
and they
same
got away
thing,
with getting
so.
that guy Chris in the 7th round, bro. Like he's good,
So Chris Toro?
Christian Cruz. Christian Cruz.
bro. He's a
Yeah.
bucket, bro.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Chris Toro's been hurt too, and he's another bucket.
Yeah.
Like, they've got weapons.
So I've heard. Yeah. so
Yeah,
I've
they've
heard.
got weapons.
So they're good. I ain't gonna lie. Like them blowing them out ain't a fluke. You feel me? They're
Yeah.
good, but
All right, Ash is saying that she can't hear you guys. You gotta,
I gotta
make
tuck
love
in
to
that
the
thing?
mic. Yeah,
All right, I got you.
unfortunately, I know it's a pain in the ass.
It's a little. All right, let's
Sorry,
go to game
guys.
2.
Sorry guys. We
That's
talk
okay.
about me,
Thank
so
you.
we
Sorry,
just
man.
got low
Thank you, Ash.
voices.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ash, for letting us know.
We got
Yeah,
the
shout out, Ash.
Makos taking on the Dragons. This game was pretty close in the first half. Kind of slipped away from the Dragons in the second. But the Makos pull away in a 75-54 win. You got Fritz with 24 points. Shot 7 for 11 from the three-point line.
That's wild.
Yeah, really nice. Sway, 17 points, 8 assists, 6 rebounds. 1v1 with 11 points. Then you got Anderson with 8 points. And Wee with 5 points. I love that name.
and he was hurt. And he hurt his ankle.
He did.
Or else he would have had another bucket.
You're in the chat. How's your ankle feeling?
And for the Dragons, you got Nixon, 17 points, 50% from the field. Sean, 13 points. I believe all that was in the first half.
It was, yeah.
Jordan Becker came up with 16, and Gene with 16. Not 16, 6. My bad. Gene with 6 also, and Mike Parker with 6. Triple sixes. Now,
Triple sixes. I'm triple sevens.
now for this
Bars.
game, pause. For this game,
Pause.
like I said, the first half was very competitive, very different from the first week for the Dragons. What do you think kind of got away from the Dragons, or what did the Makos do really well that second half to kind of like take the game over? I know you played.
You want me to go first?
Yeah.
Or I'll go first. I can tell you what
I'll
happened.
go first since you played. I wasn't there personally, but from what I seen in the film,
Yeah.
Ghost was hooping, boy. That boy Ghost was on fire.
Yeah, he was hitting
And
shots.
Gene,
Yep.
They were really moving the ball. Just really everybody playing their game, not forcing it, you know. And the only difference from what I seen in the second half, it was just a lot of like one-on-one, not moving the ball as well, just quick shots, not playing that same aggressive defense that they were, like, you know, if they really wanted it. And Makos, you know, they got a tough team, so, you know, they nice. So, you know, you got to be careful with them Sharks.
Yeah.
The Makos.
Yes, sir.
But for you, Sway, second half, first half, close game. Now, a lot of people for the Dragons are saying they're the worst team in the league, right? Now, when you see you going into this halftime, you're kind of close. It's a close game. Obviously, you guys are the favorites. Right? Any type of worry, or is it like, all right, guys, let's get back to what we were doing. We're kind of playing not our ball game. Like, what kind of went down in that huddle?
Yeah, nah. Like when it was they were in the game the whole first half. I think we were only up 1, and shit,
Yeah.
they were up like, bro, they were up like 6 or 7 before they got that 4-second call before the half ended, and we got a couple steals and took the lead back.
Yeah.
But before that, we was in the huddle chilling. I told them, bro, like they just hitting shots right now. Once them shots stop falling and stuff, and our defense picks up. I mean, y'all saw what happened when we picked up our defense and they started missing shots, bro. Like we went up 20 quick when that boy Fritz caught fire. But yeah, we weren't worried at all until we just started playing our game. Yeah,
They were worried. I promise you. The Dragons, shout out the Dragons. They stepped up. Oh God.
Nah, they did. They played way better.
They did play way better. Like the first half, they were moving the ball. Shit, y'all seen Ghost? He hit like 2 threes in my mid. Gene had a couple buckets. Second half, it was a lot of just Nixon, just one-on-one. And as y'all saw what happened after that, that one-on-one is not going to work. So.
And you look at the stat sheet, there's a lot of like missed shots too. Gene 2 for 7, Mike Parker 3 for 8. So you kind of got to say they kind of missed their shots also.
Yeah, they did.
What about you, Mike? What you got for this game?
Or it was the good defense. I don't know. We only held them to like 14 points. I don't count that Mike Parker bucket at the end because I just gave him the ball. But 14 points in a whole half, bro, I don't know. That's missed shots and it's some defense if you ask me, bro.
I agree.
Yeah, I mean, it's a mixture of both, but it was a lot of just them not moving the ball. They really just took bad shots. And it's been that since the scrimmages. It hasn't changed except for the first half of the game. So if they can put together 2 halves of what they did in the first half, they're a scrappy team. They played hard every week in the first half, and then they fall apart in the second half. So I'm not really sure why that is for them, what they need to get that motivation. But I think once the ball stops moving, their guys get discouraged and they stop playing as hard. So I think the biggest thing for them is just staying locked in after this week. Stay locked in, and then, play together. But after this week.
They play the Dogs, right?
Yeah.
All I know is Ghost hit like 3 threes, 4 threes, and that boy did not get the ball the rest of the game. Like he should have took at least 4 or 5 more shots, bro.
My advice to the Dragons, if you're watching film, I would just watch that first half. That first half was beautiful.
Yeah,
Literally
like Gene was getting buckets. But they were
being aggressive.
Even that guy, what's his name? The bald dude?
Josiah.
Kent?
Yeah, like Josiah was getting buckets too, bro. Like
They just at least when we played them, and from what I seen, when they played the Makos, they just missed a lot of easy stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of easy stuff. Like you got to make those easy ones.
Yep.
That changes games, like especially when they're close.
all I know is shout out Fritz, man. Everybody was like, oh, he only scored 3 points the first game. Psh, that boy turned up, bro. What?
He came up to me. He was like, bro, if I touch the ball, I'm telling you, I go off.
Hey,
I was like,
all I know
right.
is he told me after the game, he was like, bro, I just want the ball a little more. I was like, you got it. And I gave it to him a little more. And
shit, you
hey,
deserve
keep
it.
doing that,
I'll
Fritz.
keep
Yeah,
giving
you're
it
going
to
to keep
you.
getting that shit, bro. MIP, bro. Yeah, I heard it first.
MIP, that's your hot take?
Yeah, hot take. MIP Fritz if he keep hooping like that, bro.
I also got Gene Lopez.
Or Gene Lopez,
yeah.
yeah.
I
Gene
love it.
Lopez.
Jerry, I hope you feel better, Gene.
Yeah,
I
hope
love
you feel
Shout
better,
out
Gene.
Gene.
Damn,
Shout
God.
out, Gene. Now, I'm going to address the elephant in the room. Usually, we're 2 weeks in. We got 9 games in the season. So we got 7 more games. I'm not sure when the trade deadline is, but
I think it's 4.5.
4.5.
And that's what we agreed. Sauce, you're an advocate for the trade deadline, so can you confirm? I know it's before a podcast. I believe it's 4.5 weeks since it's a 9-week season.
So after week 4, the week 4 games.
Well, no, because there's week 4 bye week.
Okay.
So I don't remember which week it was on.
But you got the
It's
Dragons.
coming up. You got 3 weeks.
You got the Dragons 0-2, and you got the Goblins. Just
1-1.
came off a crazy 1-1. Came off a crazy loss. There's these 2 teams in panic mode.
I mean, what about the Martians? They're 0-2.
Oh, we didn't get them. We didn't get there yet. But
I'm just saying.
we can add. We
there's
can
other
add the
teams
Martians.
that are-
Yeah,
We
but
can
the
add
Martians, they look better than both of those
The
teams,
Ravens
you know?
0-2.
Yeah.
But those teams look better than those crazy blowouts that the
And I'm not
Goblins
gonna
had,
lie,
you
like
know?
I was saying earlier, they're in the other conference, so like the
Yeah.
other conference, they could take a couple L's compared to like ours, where like you can't really lose that much.
True.
So.
Goblins already got 1 win, and they played last game without 1. I don't think they're going to ever play that bad again. It was a bad mismatch until they play Familia. Familia's going to do the same exact thing that the Mamas did, and we're going to have a blowout. I don't think of that proportion, but it's going to be another blowout. I think that the Goblins might be okay. And the Dragons, if they play with that energy that they play, they can win a couple games.
Yeah, they could be good.
Yeah, you don't got to win 6-7 games like in our conference.
Exactly.
You win 3-4, you're in.
So none of those teams should be in panic mode right now.
I mean, unless some players don't like losing, that
I say, yeah,
No.
Mike he does a lot of work. He doesn't want any more work, honestly. That's really what it is.
They're gonna have to order
We
some
want
more
drama.
jerseys.
Trade alert. Where the flyers at?
Breaking news.
I do enjoy those, though. I like the drama,
Nah,
but we have enough drama each week.
That is true. There's a lot of drama in the air, but yeah.
I mean, I don't know when the trade deadline is, but if it's soon, then I would. But if it's like they could wait a few more games, then
I think they've got
We'll have
two
like
more
2
games.
Yeah.
so yeah, they want to wait out the 2 more games or whatever.
So
See
there's
how
a
it
chance
goes.
you
then,
go 0-4, 1-3.
then make a trade. If not,
Week 3 is important coming up Sunday. Week 3.
But
Stuff
you
important
look
now.
at this is similar to season 5 where we started 0-5 in the weaker conference and then we ended up getting the 1 seed.
still
So,
went to
like,
the finals.
Yeah, like
So that's what I'm saying.
I think
yeah.
it's very similar. The Orange Conference now is similar to the Osceola Conference back then,
Yeah.
where we're the weaker conference. Our teams are not as strong, and you only need 5 wins to get 6 wins. I think. No, we got 5 wins and we got the 1 seed.
Yeah.
Yeah, 5 wins. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
in
won
a
5 straight.
yeah.
Lost 5 straight. Won 5 straight. Yep.
Yeah. So I think it could be very similar. And if one of these teams figures it out and they win 3-4 straight, they'll make it to the playoffs.
Yeah, Juan is still in the league, Boogie. He just missed week 1.
Yeah,
week
Juan
2.
was out of town. Same with Alex.
All
That
right,
boy
let's
Alex
get the
was
game.
snowboarding.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
while the Coyotes are falling
That
apart,
was a
but we'll
twin
get to that
moment,
though.
Bro, we both said that at the same time, bro. Bro, that
Jinx,
was
you
live, bro. That was
Literally.
live, brother.
We got
Play it
footage.
back, mate.
We got footage. I wish I had instant replay.
My bad, but go ahead.
Oh, for the Dogs game we do. That one play.
Oh,
Out of
yeah,
all
because
the-
I was
out of
annoyed.
all the plays.
Because I was annoyed. Terrible.
Oh man,
I
but
brought it up in the rough chat.
game 3, we got the Dogs taking on the Ravens, beating them 75-66. A tale as old as Celly Nation. Sauce versus Mike. Mike coming up on top. He's got help from Yusuf with 22 points, 6 for 17. Oh, 8 for 17, my bad. We got Fessy with 20 points, 6 rebounds. Jeff, 10 points, 4 rebounds. Kyle didn't get the double-double he was expecting, but he got 8 and 6, 4 and 5. And then you got Mo with 2 big threes with 6 points. Then for the Ravens, you got Fell with 23 points, 7 rebounds.
And over 500,000 views on his video.
Ooh.
So shout out, Fell.
Shout out, Fell.
Yes, sir.
That's the best stat of the day, for sure.
And then we got our guy, Drake K, as they call him now. 15 points, 8 assists, 5 rebounds.
So he went from dangerous to just being a gun. Just went way past dangerous Trey. Yeah, he's really dangerous.
There's a lot of guys flirting with triple doubles, man. It's crazy. I think we'll get one this season. I think so.
I think so.
We got Sauce with 12 points. He's playing really good. I think he's playing the best out of all the
7 for
captains.
8. Hey,
7
good
for 8,
shit,
man.
Sauce.
And then you got X, 7 points, and Gallo right behind with 7 points. For the Dogs and the Ravens.
Yeah, he's not 7 for 8. He's 7 for 8 from the free throw line.
Oh,
he just
yeah,
corrected
yeah,
it. 2 for 2 from the
Oh, yeah,
field.
free throw line. That's what it was. Yeah.
Damn, 2 for 2. Hey, that's 7
Yeah,
for
he
8. I'll
took
take
7
it.
free throws. That was
I'll
great.
take
He
it.
took 8 free throws.
8 threes for
but
this
that's
one,
still
but
very
yeah.
impressive.
Yes, it was. It was. But for this game, for the Dogs and the Ravens, what'd you guys see?
Yeah, another game. I watched all these games on film. I got to my game. I was the last game. I got right on time for my game. But what I saw on film, at least, from the Dogs, the good part that they had was that they were playing like fast most of the game, taking advantage
Yep.
of all like the little things that they kind of didn't take advantage of the last 2 games, which kind of the last game that they played where they lost, right? This was our first win.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, we won the scrimmage, and then
But yeah,
Yeah,
scrimmage
that don't- they don't
What we
count.
talking about now, but yeah.
to the Panthers, the scrimmages mean everything.
Yeah, hey,
It's the world.
2-0. We 2-0.
2-0,
let's
baby.
go.
3-0 if you count it.
But yeah, Yusuf, he got to make more of his shots. I mean, 17 shots. I just saw the stat. That's a lot. Yusuf, you got to make more of your shots. Y'all win more or shoot less. But really, from the Dogs, I just want Fessy to try more, just the whole game. But they did good. I felt like Ravens should have took advantage of that. I just feel like they weren't like playing to their strengths.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Sweetie,
Yeah.
you watch this game?
Yeah, I watched it live, bro. I would say the Ravens just couldn't get stops, and when they did get stops, bro, they weren't finishing. And bro, as you saw, like South got a lot of his points from the free throw line, so like
Mhm.
the game was slowed down, and the Dogs were just capitalizing when they had to. Shit, Fessy, he don't be trying, but that boy still ended up with 20. You feel me? So
There's a lot of dudes that don't be trying the league. And you check their
Yeah,
stat
like,
sheet, they got 20
yeah.
already.
And that guy Jeff, like I was saying, like he played good too. So if you got Jeff playing good, he's your last pick, right? Or
Yep.
Mo was the last pick,
Or
but Mo
even
played
Mo.
good
Mo
too.
played good. Mo, bro,
Yeah.
Mo
Yeah, I
was
saw Mo hit a
hooping.
big
Yeah,
three.
for me,
He
that's
did
what I,
too.
that's
He had
what I
a
think
couple
was the big
assists
thing in
too.
this
I was
league.
like, let's go, Mo.
In this game, for me, I think it was like the role players.
Yeah,
'Cause
so
you
that's
got,
what I'm saying.
You got
Like,
Fessy and Yusuf for the Dogs, they balled out, and you got Dre and Phil, they balled out. But when you check out the other 5-6 players on each team, you kind of see the Dogs kind of had more from their guys.
yeah, like everybody on the Dogs was hooping and everybody on the Ravens was hooping too, but
Yeah.
they just needed a little more since everybody was hooping on the Dogs, you know.
Mike, what was your take going in?
The big thing that I saw, and obviously we don't have the Coyote stats, but I'm going to assume that it reigns the same. From last week, every team that had more assists won the game. Their ball movement was not as good as ours. We found a lot of open shots. When we were playing our best, we found a lot of open shots. They had a lot of times, and I mean, Sauce has said it as well. There were a lot of just quick pull-up shots. Fell just getting to his spot and not finding Dre. I think Dre had 3 attempts in the first half when I did the stats.
Wow.
Dre,
like,
Dre is a guy that needs the ball. Like, let's be realistic. And he had 6 assists, but only 3 attempts. Like, you got to find Dre. They didn't play bad throughout the whole entire game, but I think Fell being sick that first game and coming in
Yeah.
and not being there for the scrimmages definitely hurts chemistry and understanding, like, hey, Dre is probably your best shooter on the team. If not one of the best shooters in the league, you got to get him the ball
Yeah.
because it'll open the floor for Fell.
Get it to him early too, so
Yep.
he can get a rhythm.
And that will help
Especially-
their, yeah.
Especially that they're used to like kind of without Phil, so like everybody's kind of used to playing like a little harder, do it more. So kind of having Phil, since he's doing like taking most
Everything
of the load,
else,
you
yeah.
know. Not that it brings everybody else down, but they're not used to that. You know, it's his first
You take
game
a step
where
back,
he's
yeah.
healthy. He's first game that he's back, you know, like fully. So maybe that was a difference. It could be
Honestly, yeah, like the Ravens are right there, bro. Like if they could just get one more guy to step up for them, bro, they could win some games, bro.
I think if they get Dre more involved,
Yeah, or
like,
Dre-
like he
yeah.
was in the first
When
2
we
games.
played him, bro, like he was
Yeah.
wide open mad times, and shit, he ripped his jersey a little bit because he was frustrated he wasn't getting it, bro. But shit, they missed him a bunch of times wide
Yeah.
open.
They just gotta find that gel, so like, you know, get it together, like.
And I
figure
think
it out type
I think
thing.
Sauce is taking that role because he's like taking that ball handler.
Yes, but the issue is when the ball's not coming down with Sauce, the other guys that are opting to bring the ball down aren't looking to pass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the offense has to run through Sauce if they want the ball to move. If not, DP is coming down chucking or Fella's coming down chucking.
Yeah.
And I
And,
need
like-
X to start hooping like I Celly, bro.
He
at the
played
park.
pretty good. He played
He
pretty
be
good.
cooking. No, he be cooking at the park.
For
and he's
sure.
a crazy rebounder.
sure.
Like I need that out of X. He gives him that.
Yeah,
bro,
but
it's
not
different.
everybody can play once a week and be as good as you. And I know X is not playing all the time. He's not.
Nah,
he
yeah, yeah.
plays like maybe twice a week, but like he's not playing that much. So
Nah,
like
yeah.
not everybody. Your game, you can do that because you're going downhill and you
Hell
like
yeah.
you have your bag set.
Yep.
Since he's so jump shot heavy, you have to shoot shots during the week to hit jump shots.
Nah, yeah. That's why I don't shoot. If I hit one, hey, just like y'all saw last game, I hit 3 because I made the first 2, bro. But once I miss one, it's to the rack, bro.
I feel you.
Oh, so it's not hollow, it's Haro? Gallo Haro? Like, what? No, I'm pretty sure it's hollow, no?
But yeah, Raven, one of y'all
Yeah.
Ravens step up for my boy Sauce, bro. Come on.
Yeah, shout out to the chat. What they talking about in
We
there?
need Chan
Who in
back.
there?
That's what we need back.
Need
Shout out
Chan
Chan.
back,
Hopefully
yeah.
he's feeling
Chan?
okay.
Come on,
Yeah,
Chan. We
alright.
miss
He got
you,
into
man.
2 back-to-back car accidents, so that's
Oh,
why
no.
he's been
Dang,
out.
Chan.
Damn.
Prayers to Chan,
Yeah,
man.
sure, yeah.
Shout out Chan.
Send them
We
praise,
love him.
Chan. We love you.
He gets his results back from the doctor on Friday, so we'll know then. The chat, Tammy's saying to get Dre the ball.
We agree, Tammy.
Apparently, it's not Gallo Hallow, but I do really like the name.
Dre needs
think it
20
is
shots a
Gallo
game
Hollow on his
minimum
jersey,
type shit, bro.
No, it's Gallo Harrow.
Harrow?
I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. Obviously,
I
I'm white.
blame Tone. Tone spammed that name in my
It's all right, Gallo. You good?
Gallo
man.
Hollow.
In all fairness, when I worked in Disney, we had a dessert called Hollow Hollow, and so I'm just assuming it's the same thing, and I'm gonna run with that.
But Gallo Harrow, we got you. All right, game 4.
It's like Tyler Hero.
Uh-oh, game 4, the Panthers.
This one.
No,
No,
it's the
yeah,
Coyotes,
oh,
the one we don't
oh, yeah,
have.
this-
Okay, I'm like,
games
where
now.
is this?
I be
I don't
forgetting
have-
this.
we don't have
5
stats
games,
for
We
bro.
don't
this
have
one, so we
stats.
don't have no stats.
Did he put it in the?
I don't think he finished it.
That sounds about right. Shout out Pat, one-time captain.
Shout out,
Shout out
one-time
Pat, man. But the
captain,
Coyotes did not win against La Familia. They lost. It's like what I did there. Whoa. But yeah, they did lose. Well, I don't remember the score. But La Familia came back. They were actually down 12 at some point. Came back and won. Now, the Coyotes, they were missing Alex. Some may call him Daddy. Pause. But,
Just his teammates.
but they still were up 12 in the first half. Do you kind of blame them losing that lead on not having Alex, or is that just an amazing effort by La Familia?
When did Gene get hurt?
No, it was the
No,
first
it was
half.
first half.
It was
Yeah.
like 6 minutes left in the first half.
Them not having Gene in the second half is tough too. So I didn't watch the full game. I watched the first half when they went up 12, and then I had to go. But
Yeah.
shit, from what I saw on film, yeah, like not having Gene, it was a lot of one-on-one shit. All the L's that happened that on Sunday, it was all like the teams that were just playing mainly one-on-one. So stop playing one-on-one,
Say
boys.
what everybody else is sticking in the chat. They're gonna be like Big Bird, ref, right?
Oh, yeah.
Right, Kyle. Nah.
Yep, that's what they're gonna blame it. This
Yeah.
whole game, I think they were blaming the refs.
Nah, maybe I'm tweaking, but nah.
I ain't gonna lie, having Big Bird as a ref is tough, but you gotta know that when he's reffing, you just gotta play
But it's
through it.
also like the way that game went, and you were there in the first half, so I'm
Yeah.
sure you saw La Familia complaining. La Familia complained in the first half. They went down by 12.
Yeah.
Then the tide shifted. Tone got it in his players' heads. Hey, stop complaining. Play through it. Let's keep moving. They did that. They took the lead because the Coyotes kept then bitching to the refs. So
Yeah.
it's like, who's gonna just let the game play out how it is? You don't get a call. You get fouled. You travel. Whatever it is, it's the wrong call. We address it in the chat later on. But like, you have to play through that, because if you stop for that one play
Yeah.
and that one play becomes 5 plays, that's 10 points off of layups that they're getting on some
Yeah.
bullshit. And that's what kept happening
Yeah.
to both teams.
Yeah.
And not having
matters,
TP as kind of
A coach, yeah, for sure.
Like,
Pat
yo, stop.
played. They had no subs. So
Ooh.
once Gene goes down, they're down to 5.
Yeah.
Yep.
And now Pat's got to play the whole time. That's a difficult situation for a first-time captain to coach and play 30 minutes. Like, it's not a spot where he wants to be in.
Yeah, and Tone's a full-time coach, so like having that.
He
in
didn't
your
play a
corner-
minute.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Having that
and
in
he
your
didn't
corner,
play? Oof.
Having shot dog hitting half-court buzzer beaters.
He
That
hit a
was
half-court
really
buzzer
That was
beater?
nice.
Yeah.
that was
Yeah, I
nice.
saw it on film, bro. I was at my desk like, what?
It's the third one he's
He
hit in
hit
2
one last
seasons.
season with
He hit
me.
2.
So he hit two.
Which
matter
is
of
crazy.
fact.
I was on the live. I was on
Yes.
the other side, like prepping the Panthers, and I heard everybody screaming. I didn't know what the hell was happening. Then I watched the game, and I'm like, "Oh shit, he made that
Hey,
shit!"
let's
I
go,
wasn't there,
shot
but
dog.
I felt it like when he made it. I was like, especially as my dog shot dog. I was like, yo.
That was fun.
But
That
La
was fun.
Familia stayed in it, and that was the difference. Like you said, the other team was crying about the ref, whatever the
Yeah.
case may be. Like I always say, you got to play through all that. So that's what La Familia did. They, they're always gonna play defense. So
Pat
That's what
is
it
the
is.
dumbest person. He said in the captain's chat earlier that I'll text you the stats. I said, don't text me the stats. I used my phone for the podcast. Now Dallas is saying he texted you the stats. I told him in the chat I don't have my phone. Why? I said hit up Eric. Pat, what are you doing, man?
I used my phone for the pod too. Huh?
I don't have my phone's right there, Pat. That's my phone.
GG,
For those of you
Pat.
not
For the
watching.
love.
We'll post
Shout out to the
we'll
live.
post the stats next week for you guys. There you go.
No, we won't.
bro,
No,
you
we
gotta
won't.
win, bro. You gotta get the
Yeah,
W.
we
You
won't.
Lost
want your
anyways.
stats that
Yeah.
bad, bro.
Clearly, they need Alex and Gene. So
NTP.
and TP.
NTP.
So
But TP, he won a championship with one of his AAU teams or teams. So
Oh,
shout
yeah,
out
hey,
TP.
congrats,
Congratulations, TP.
Yes,
Shout out
sir.
TP.
But it
Good
wasn't
man.
just to give Coyotes credit. It wasn't like a terrible game from them. Like Raheel stepped up.
They
I think
lost
it was
by
his
4.
first
Yeah, they
game,
only
right?
lost
Yeah.
by 4. I heard it was like
Yeah.
a close game. Yeah.
And they
Tyreek
could have
was
won at the
whooping
end.
too.
Yeah.
They could have won at the end.
Yeah, I
So,
think I
like,
watched
all that
Raheel
happened,
hit,
then
like
y'all still
3
coulda
straight
won,
threes
so.
to bring them back a little.
Oh yeah, Raheel. I heard that too. He splashed a
Bro,
couple
and they
threes.
miss,
Final
bro,
11
like I said earlier, and they miss so much easy stuff, bro. Like, oh my god, I gotta make y'all easy layups, bro. That matters. You lost by 4, you make 2 easy layups instead of missing them, but you're tired or you win.
Facts.
You know what I mean? That matters.
But for La Familia though, they're getting good minutes from Day. I think he missed week 1
He did.
and he came back. So you kind of think that's kind of a big difference this game for La Familia. It really helped a lot.
Yeah, he's a defensive anchor. He's a high energy guy. He's a smart guy. He's a veteran. He knows it. Obviously not in our league, but in general, he knows how to play ball.
He can
And
make shots too.
Yeah, it
his
helps.
strength is literally IQ and defense. Like
I
he
ain't gonna lie,
locks up.
having
They
him
locks
and
up.
X as like
Yep.
defense
Yep.
and IQ.
Yeah, nah, that
bro.
backcourt on defense, that's
And then
pretty
plus
tough.
Kyle,
I didn't
I
even
ain't
think
gonna lie, they
about
might
that.
have the most IQ in the league.
Yeah,
like them
decision
three.
making or
No, the
Kyle.
Mambas.
Well,
the
yeah,
Mambas.
yeah,
Yo,
Sean
between
and- yeah.
Sean and Shane, they're 91 years old.
God damn.
That's a lot of basketball.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, they got
That's a lot of basketball.
right behind them
Basketball,
though
they
is
got
X.
a lot
They
of
didn't.
chips, too,
Kyle.
bro.
Yeah, like that's so much.
Damn, 91 years.
That's
crazy.
wild.
Mike had to add that up. Like, he was
I
like,
did
I
the
can't
other day.
relate this shit.
No, because I'm gonna do that for a YouTube thumbnail or something. But like, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
nah,
That's a
funny.
wild
And
stat.
Pat's not. He's like 30 something too, right?
Yeah, he's in his mid
Yeah,
the
Triolo,
36. Pat Triolo, correct me if I'm wrong. 36.
Yeah, they must have the most experience in the league. For
Oh,
sure,
by far.
but-
Yeah,
La
by
Familia
far.
got an MIP brewing too with Sterling Shakespeare.
Yeah.
Yep.
Playing
No,
really
bro,
well
I
for
played
them.
with him on the Reapers, but he's good. I be telling people don't sleep on him. Like
Yeah.
he's actually good, but he's a shot maker, bro.
I think he's gotten real comfortable. He's like
Yeah.
attacking more.
And I be seeing him on IG. Like he be posting in the gym more, so he be in the lab.
You like that?
But like I feel like he kind of has to with La Familia, like with the team at least Tone got right now, just because like Phil should be taking that like role where he knows he need to score more on this team
Yep.
because he's the most like skilled. But Shakespeare's taking advantage of that. He's been doing his thing.
Honestly, I played with Phil though. Phil's like, bro, he be wanting to pass it.
Yeah, he's
bro.
very
That's what I'm
passive.
saying, like,
he's very
but
passive.
on this team on La Familia, just seeing like the roster, you kind of need Phil to be that
Nah,
guy. to
yeah,
give
like
you
when I
at
had him
least
on the
20.
Reapers, I had to beg him to drop 40. I'm like, Phil, shoot the ball, bro, please. Like what?
I think this is like another roster, kind of like very similar to like the Rangers
Yeah.
when he first came
When
in.
he was with Ant, yeah.
When he came in, he was with Ant, 4th round. Came in, he was like averaging almost 20 points a game for them. I feel like this is the season where he's gonna have to do that.
Yeah.
And if he gets 12 from Sterling, it's gonna be even better for La Familia.
Now La Familia looks good. I ain't gonna lie, bro. People
A
probably
lot of
thought
people
they
got
weren't
him as
gonna
a
be as
favorite in the
good.
other conference.
Yeah, hell yeah, they should
Yeah.
be number 1 or 2 in the in the other conference for sure.
All right, let's get to the final game. We got our purple
Yes, sir.
Panthers.
Let's go
Keeping the
2-0,
streak alive.
baby.
Keeping the streak alive.
Go.
Long streak.
What's the most wins you ever got in a season?
In a season?
4.
Bro, don't
Four?
stress that, bro. We here right now,
Five.
bro. We looking
4.
forward,
Oh,
bro.
Yeah, season 5, you're
Nah,
at
I was
4.
just
Looking
asking. I thought
forward, bro.
Because you never made the playoffs, so
7.
I'm thinking it's only like
Yeah, you
3
only
or
got
something.
2.
Yeah, 2. Yeah, it was 2.
But yes, Panthers beat the Martians 63-56. The first matchup between Panthers and the new captain Ziggy. We got for the Panthers, we got Bentley with 22.7 rebounds. We got Nacho 21 points, 5 assists, and 7 rebounds. Brandon Steed 10 points, 6 assists, 8 rebounds. Sheesh. Everybody's so close, but yet so far from triple doubles.
That's the trio right there.
And then you got Alex 6 points, and then Mike Mitchell, a little bad showing, 2 points, 1 for 8. And for the Martians, Braylon 32 points, 3 threes. Dante only 11, not 17 actually. Then you got Zay with 5 points, 3 rebounds, and Dame with 4 points, and then Vaughn with 2 points, 11 rebounds, and 7 fouls.
7
fouls, God.
yeah.
I thought Mike would have had 7 fouls before Vaughn.
The most ever in a game of season 1, Chile had 9.
God,
That's when we had to start counting fouls.
Chili, come on.
Yeah, we all know Chili. That boy be
Hacking.
It's a big boy.
Yeah.
Let's hear from you guys. Let's hear from Sway and Mike.
Yeah, y'all good.
Damn, I ain't
Take
gonna
the
lie.
mic.
From seeing the
Yes, sir.
stats,
Steven Panthers to the playoffs, baby.
I mean, from seeing the stats,
Because
it
he's not on
looks
the
like-
team.
I love you, SDK.
Shout out SDK.
Shout out SDK.
Damn, SDK. I guess you were the curse, bro. Damn.
The
man.
kryptonite to the
Oh.
Panthers.
But
Get you
nah,
back
I
in
would
purple.
say like it looks like I didn't watch the game, but it looks like the Panthers had like a more team win, and the Martians it was a Braylon show and Day show type shit.
Yeah.
So
And just watching it back, I edited it today. The ball movement from the Martians was horrendous. To start the game, Damian had 5 shot attempts when Dante had, I think, 1 or 2, and Braylon only had 1. So to start the game, their shot selection was horrendous, and they pulled up on the first man down that had the ball. They shot the ball.
I ain't gonna lie, yeah, I did watch the first 5 minutes, and I told Nacho that in the car. I'm like, bro, the Martians took like 5, 6, 7 threes just to start the game contested.
Yup.
I'm like, damn, bro. Like,
They just started off with horrendous shot taking, and then they were down by 12 or 16 in the first half. They brought it down to 10 at half, and then in the second half Braylon turned it on.
yeah, like,
And then they take the lead. Braylon's unstoppable, but he turned it on too late. It was too little too late. Blame the refs, blame this, blame that. Nobody else supported Braylon. Dante didn't play well, gave them 11.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Nobody else, like, offensively did well. Vaughn did a good job if you don't count the fouls. 11 boards, 3 blocks,
Yeah.
2 steals. Solid stat line from him. But offensively, they need their guys to hit shots.
They got a big team too.
Vaughn went 1 for 7. Jamie went 1 for 8.
If I was them, I'd be
Marcos went
playing
1 for 5.
I'll be playing pick and roll with Day and Braylon all day. I got a big team, you know, like
Yeah.
Well, you just put Vaughn in the pick and roll with Bray, or you just
yeah.
let Bray cook. Like at the end of the
Somebody's gonna have to
game,
help,
like
yeah.
he took over at the end of the game, but like it took too long, and then he didn't take the final shot. It didn't really make sense watching it back.
Yeah.
I want to see Braylon. In 2 weeks, don't do it to me. But every other game, I want to see Braylon try for 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Bro, if
Like-
Braylon tries for 40
jump
minutes,
ball.
they won't
Yeah.
lose, bro.
He's dropping 90. He's
Literally.
dropping
Yeah.
90.
I
He had 30
personally-
within 10 minutes.
I think he likes a challenge. I think he kind of like, you know what? I'll give you guys 15 points.
No, yeah, I'm
Give
pretty
you guys
sure he
15
wants
points.
to give his teammates the ball and, like, you know, he
He's
wants them to
unselfish,
score
for
and
sure.
shit. Like, that's what I'd be trying to do too. Like, get my guys involved. It'll open the floor up more for him. But
What do you mean
at
who
some
did
point,
the stats? We all did the stats.
at some point, he just got to take over 40 minutes, Bray. I know you got it in you.
What you got, Cap, on our game?
Hold up. Sean said were the timeouts correct? No,
No.
timeouts were not correct. He called a fifth, but they called a jump ball instead of giving it to him anyway. The timeouts were not correct. Fouls were not correct.
Now, the reason I called that timeout was because
He was told that
I was told
he
I
a
had one
timeout.
more left. All right, so it was not my fault. Blame the communication of your head ref. We won't say his name, but he know who he is.
And Phil, Phil did
Stat
not
sheet,
mark
yep,
the timeouts
yep.
correctly, but he was told, and we have it all. I made sure I kept the audio in the game. He was told, and Sauce clarifies it as the commentator, that he has a timeout remaining,
Yep.
and that's what he went off instead of going off of Pat Klein's memory, who was actually correct that Eric had used his 4 fouls.
There you go, Pat. Shout out, Pat.
Come on,
Four
table and
timeouts,
refs,
four
do
timeouts.
better.
I said 4 timeouts, not fouls.
Literally.
I would say, though, the Panthers got to give them credit. Yeah, boys was making shots, bro.
Yep, for 2 straight games, we came out hot. We took like a
Yeah.
10-point lead early again.
Bouncy's
And that-
playing good. Nacho's playing good. Steed is, bruh. I don't know what he been doing, but
Shout
ever
out
since
Steve, my
I think
boy.
it might
bro,
be.
200
I think it
shots
might
a
be
day.
when he was on the Musicians and like I remember there was this 1 or 2 games, bro, back to back where he kept missing wide open layups.
Oh, I remember.
Ever
yeah.
since then, bro, it's like he's
Took
flipped
that
the
shit
switch. Like
personally,
he's
yep.
been cooking since then. No cap. So
But yeah, for me, for the game, I kind of felt like we came out hot, which is what we do really well. We come out hot, we hit our shots, and that's kind of like helping us towards the end because we kind of do get kind of like in halftime, early second half, we kind of get a little tired. We kind of take our foot off the pedal a little bit. And that's kind of why they came back. And if we can fix that, I think we'd be freaking amazing. But we do a really good job of like getting off to that quick start, and it's helping us in the back end because like when you have Braylon coming out
yeah, heck yeah.
scoring late, we're already up so much that, it's a little too late. But I feel like if we can continue to keep our foot on the pedal,
Yeah,
we'll be fucking deadly.
for sure. We just gotta kind of just stay locked in since we get up early,
Yeah.
like in the game by like at least like so much. We holding teams like the last 2 games at least we were 14-2. Then
Yeah.
the Dragons before that, obviously everybody knows, but we just gotta stay locked in for the whole game, like to the
Facts.
end.
I
Second
mean,
half
y'all did
especially.
prove y'all could come back from a deficit too in the scrimmage. Y'all
That's
was
what
down
happened
Yeah.
against
Yep.
the Martians. Like
Yeah.
you didn't watch the game, but like they came back on us. You said they took the lead, right, Mike?
They did, yeah.
they
Yeah,
took
they
the
did.
lead. Braylon started hooping, making shots, but we were able to dig it out.
And that's the good thing with us. Like, they took the league, but there was no panic.
Yeah,
Everybody still stayed together. We believe in each other. That's what kind of got it out there. But I
Alright.
would say when they did take the lead, when I was watching the film, it was kind of
Yeah.
on me when I took Marcus out. Braylon started attacking the paint. And I kind of felt like that's probably what kind of got him going when he realized, oh, shit, okay, Marcus
They
on the
took
bench.
that
And I
big
took
on the
him out.
bench. Yeah, that
I kept-
lane opens up.
No offense to Berg, but I kept Berg in there. But at that point, I should have made that sub. I had Marcus in there, but you live and you learn.
Nah, yeah, my team's the opposite. We start off slow and pick it up. So yeah, both our teams just gotta stay
Yeah, flip it,
consistent
yeah.
the whole game.
All right, now it's time for everybody's favorite segment. We got our Parker power ranking.
Ooh, Parker.
Parker.
Let's go, Parker. I love you, Parker. That's what he says to me every time. I love you, Nacho. I swear.
Yeah, Parker could or Braylon could definitely dunk on Marcus.
Oh, yeah.
Braylon
for
just
sure.
don't be trying, really,
Yeah,
bro.
for sure.
Yeah. Nah, I did. I think he wants the other team to be up 15, and he's like, all right.
He's like, all right, I think I ain't trying. Let me turn up real quick and
hold
come
my
back.
hold my gym bag real quick.
Is he asleep?
Is he sleeping? No, he's
No.
not. There he is.
He's just switching to the thing.
I literally just called it. I called it. I just called it. All right.
Past the 35-minute mark.
At least you have 2 of the most entertaining, great people on the podcast this week.
Let's
Yes,
go,
sir.
Parker.
Let's go.
I fucking love you, Nosh. You guys
Let's
are
go.
I told you. Yo, y'all heard it here first.
fucking hell. All right, let's get into this shit so I can go to bed because I'm fucking tired. God damn it, Pat. If you don't get the stats done right, I'm going to fucking kill you. Next. Okay. 10 Dragons. They showed a lot of fight in the first half, and I will give them that. It was a close game the first half. Josiah wasn't as consistent. Nixon got to his spots. but they kind of fell flat, and I think that's just the Makos. Their team chemistry. They come out with a win. They come out in the second half pretty strong. And, yeah, so Dragons 10. Don't worry. You guys are going to get a win. I don't think this is a hopeless team at all. No doubt. They have very good players. Some things fall for them, and that game might go different. But when the Makos blew it open, it was over. 9, Martians. Shout out Martians. Shout out Braylon. Guys, you got to help Braylon. Braylon, you do have to stay locked in. I think you're one of the guys that whoever can get a bucket in the league, he's one of them. It's like one or one of the twins. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, yeah.
Better, bro. Braylon got bounce.
They're going to find a way to score. So, be locked in. Be your guy. I know, again, an unselfish star. He wants to get his guys going. But yeah, Martians need some other guys to step up and play well. 8 Ravens. What are we doing? I saw a few sauce. God damn. I don't know. Did Hume shoot really bad this week?
Yes.
It felt like it.
Yes.
It felt like it. Yeah, he's going to lead the league in worst field goal percentage. It's looking pretty rough. But yeah, again, I can say the same thing about the Ravens, where I don't think their star power is as heavy as Braylon, but they need to assist their guys. Like, Sauce played a great game. It was one of the best games I've seen Sauce play in seasons. And it didn't feel like anybody else could get it going for him. We need Chili to have a little better touch around the rim. Need Dre to stay locked in, get him his open looks and hit his open looks. I know he had 6 assists, which is great. Need X to be the X we saw 3 seasons ago. Need him to start shooting a little bit better. But yeah, what are you going to do? Goblins, goddamn. They got fucking killed. And you know, Darvis let Dom know more
Weekly trash
on social media. Shout out. Yeah, goddamn, that was a rough game. I think Goblins won last week because this that was rough. Was that the biggest loss in Celly Nation history? Is that the biggest?
No, it's
Second.
numbers 2.
Nah, La Familia got it from last season.
Which one was it?
La Familia versus the Gorillas. They won by 47.
God damn.
Yes, sir. Some goddamn gorillas.
What are you gonna do?
Cool fact, Ish was actually on that team too. And Dean.
Well,
Oh
don't
my
tell
god.
us that.
Come
Don't
on,
tell us
Eric.
I went and double checked.
God damn it. Hold on. You guys still see? I can't see you. Can you see me?
No, you're blurry. You're paused.
paused.
Pause.
I don't know what's going on. Oh, my brother's calling me. Never mind. Sorry. I'll call him back. What is it? 6, La Familia. La Familia looked good. They bounced back. They had the comeback win against the Coyotes. Again, Coyotes were missing MVP of the league, Alex, which means you were missing 26 points and 15 rebounds probably.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Easily.
easy double-double.
I'm gonna factor that into this win, but good win. They came back from a deficit, needed it. Phil played well. Day played well. Again, very, very defensive-minded team right there. If they keep playing like that, they'll get more wins. 5 Dogs.
Dogs.
Dogs find a win, and I'm happy for you. You did find a win against the Ravens, where I think you guys match up pretty well against the Ravens. Again, you have Yusuf, who at one point was kind of off his rocker, and then his dad showed up, and he goes, "Don't worry, I'm going to lock in when my dad shows up." Immediately checks in, takes the worst 3-pointer I've ever taken, and then I guess his dad talks to him, and then he plays like a normal person. And then again, Fezzi, like you guys were saying earlier, Fezzi can walk in, score 20 and 6, and you guys not even be like, he had a great game. No, it just doesn't feel like it. It's like,
That's
wow,
what I'm saying.
It
Easily.
comes so easily to him. And
Easily.
He is, again, what I will say is, for a big guy, very soft touch around the rim.
Yeah.
I'm like, whoa, hey, pause. But seriously, like, real soft touch, buttery soft.
Whose rim?
What is it?
I said, whose rim?
You know.
Yo, chill.
Yeah, as long as your top guys are playing well, and then your bench is playing well. Shout out! I will give a fucking shout out. Number 1 shout out to Mo.
Hey, slasher defender
It
Mo.
was the Mo takeover game. They whistled off a Mo alley-oop. I was so pissed off.
You're telling me.
Mo hit an alley-oop, and I was like, no, you can't whistle that off. That was an alley-oop. That was my favorite alley-oop of all time in Celly Nation history. For Coyotes. Even though the Coyotes were down, they took some positions. They went down two of their more important players. Well, Alex is their most, but Gene is on a trajectory of MIP for sure. His shot this season has been amazing.
Was Gene last pick in the draft?
Every time he
for them?
shoots it, it's almost
For
like
them.
For them,
Tom
yeah.
shoots
No,
it.
no.
I think it's going in.
Last pick of the 7th. Of the 6th. TP was their last
He's
round.
playing fucking great basketball, and for him to
Shout
go
out, Gene.
in the
Let's
first
go.
half, change the momentum, and for Alex not to be there kind of gives them away. But again, you let Rahio come in, and he gives you like, hey, this is my Celly Nation debut. He played very well. I think the execution down the stretch of the game kind of went in favor of La Familia. That was who they played. They played La Familia, right?
Yep.
La Familia. Yeah, it went in favor of La Familia. I think that's just because Tone is a coach and he does it for his whole job and forever. So it's just like that experience started to show, and he made some good calls with celeb shots. My biggest thing was Pat had a timeout at the end, and yes, Big Bird made a terrible call. When you airball a free throw, it's basically a turnover. So the ref could have whistled it out and they could have talked about it. But even when Pat gets the rebound, or whoever gets the rebound on the Coyotes, Pat could have called a timeout when they advanced it and set up a play or anything. But Dallas kind of dribbles towards the 3-point line, but they needed 4. Chucks the 3. I don't know. There was some miscommunication there. I think it's just growing pains from captain to his team. But again, not a terrible showing for Coyotes. You get Alex back. Shout out, Gene. I hope your lip is okay, man. I hope you got some stitches, but we love you. Get back healthy. 3, Makos. Makos look really good this week. They kind of flexed a little bit on the Dragons. Again, great ball movement. Fritz didn't have an amazing game, but you know, again, you guys are so deep. And shout out, Sway. You are in a position where you're able to completely like surround yourself with good basketball players and distribute the ball, but then also get downhill enough where there's enough spacing, create the contact, score, shoot free throws, do your Sway stuff. So it's looking really good. It's
Flopping.
Slightly reminiscent of your
Sway
Reapers
mignon.
team, but your Reapers team before you guys got Phil. You know what I mean?
Heck
Like
yeah.
it's a vibe it's giving me right now.
My boys can make
But I think
shots.
you guys
Let's
have a
go.
much better whole team as a whole than that Reapers team, because you think about Richard and your 2 last round guys. They come in, and every time they come in, they make positive impact plays and score. And in this league, that's really fucking doing something.
Them boys
So,
come in, hustle, score, rebound, do what they gotta do. Hey, shout out them boys.
Ultimate professionals. I absolutely love it. Fritz is Mr. Grinch. Anderson is gun necessary now more than ever. But we're just hanging out like I'm.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Makos,
look
baby.
Really good. Makos are 3. Number 2. This might shock people, but I have Mambas. Mambas again. You did.
The rest don't matter. Panthers number 1, baby. Let's go. I love you, Tommy.
Yes, sir. Could have been us, Tommy.
Could have been us, Tommy. Come on.
Mambas flex nuts on a Goblins team that really didn't have a chance. Dom's late, so they are able to build the lead, and I just think you look at the chemistry between Sean is one of my favorite players to watch play because he makes these dimes and all he does is rebound and assist. It's fucking amazing. I'm like, holy, he's literally like throwing touchdown passes to Tommy. Is Tommy trolling a little bit?
Doesn't even look to
doing his
score.
thing? Yes, but the good news is Tommy's able to take those risks when he has Sean as an anchor. That's just what you do. It's like they're a match made in heaven. Shane played really well. Pat played really well. I mean, Mambas look scary again. But number 1, someone's gonna have to take it from him.
Nobody
This might be
will.
like a record.
Y'all gotta.
Playoff Panthers number
Playoff
1.
Panther, baby. Woo, 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 woo.
Shout out. I mean, Eric, you're right there. You have the fucking star to do it in Nacho. You have a great fucking team. I love Marcus. Marcus is one of my favorite additions in league history. I love
Shout out
Bouncy.
Marcus.
Yo, but fucking Mike Mitchell can have a shit fucking game, and he's going out there with all of the confidence, and it doesn't fucking matter.
Sure.
Go.
Superstar, baby.
Hell yeah.
Shout out. So that's my power rankings this week. If you disagree, go fuck yourself. But I love you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to bed. I'm
Good night,
so
Parker.
fucking tired. I love you.
All right, Parker. All I think the chat agrees with the power rankings. Everybody loving the
Luke
Panthers
is
up top.
complaining. Luke is complaining.
What is
that,
it?
that you guys beat the Coyotes, but the Martians they had Braylon.
No, we didn't beat.
5 timeouts. The timeout didn't count though. They called it a jump ball. Martians got the ball. So the timeout thing is irrelevant because they didn't call it as a timeout. They called it as a jump ball, and the Martians got possession. So
It's all right, Luke. They could have it at the beginning of the season. We're gonna get it at the end of the
I
season.
would put Mambas if they won by 45.
Yeah, I ain't gonna
I would
lie,
definitely
yeah.
put the Mambas number
Okay.
one,
I see
but
why.
I'm not the commissioner.
Bro, we're
What?
Parker. He picked us. Like, why?
Yeah,
I gotta
he's the
try and take
commissioner.
it, bro.
He's the
Purple
commissioner.
Panthers, bro. Come on.
I would-
Panthers
Let
are
us
gonna
have
take this
it,
and ride
bro.
with it till the
Hell
sun
yeah.
sets.
We got this
have
shit
it,
for a whole
bro.
nother
We
week.
here.
All right, now let's jump into let's play a little game. I'm gonna call it Guess the Player. All right, we played this two episodes ago, where I will give the teams this player played for, and since you guys been here almost 3+ seasons already,
4 seasons.
4 seasons,
Since
4
season
seasons.
4,
So
I think.
the fun fact here.
Yeah.
You've never played in an odd number season. This is your first odd number season that you played in. You played in 2, 4, 6, and now 7. You missed 1, 3, 5. Fun fact, random fact.
Random fact.
I was
Might
thinking
be
of
the
this
difference
yesterday when I
maker,
was
bro.
laying in bed, and then I was like, and now this is the first time you guys are playing in different conferences, technically. Or no, in the same conference. First time you're playing in the same conference. Last season you were in different conferences. Season before you weren't in the league.
Yeah.
So fun little stupid
Fun
information
fact,
for you guys.
Fun fact of the day.
Hey,
Yeah.
It might go through us.
Shout out to Mike.
Between us two to get to the championship. You never know.
Yeah, man.
It
Maybe
might.
that's all it took.
Battle of the Twins. It's scripted.
Scripted.
7's my number, bro. Season 7. I got the 7s right here. I'm telling y'all.
Damn, Panthers to
Never
the
played it.
playoffs.
I know that fact. Oh, yeah.
Not
I
right.
feel bad for y'all, bro. I feel bad for y'all, bro. Yeah, I better be ready.
All right. So the way the game works, I will say the teams the player played for. Now, what you're gonna do? You're gonna tell me the player and the team they play for right now. I left season 7 team out. Okay. So this player, season 3, played for the Dogs. Season 4, played for La Familia. Season 5.
Do you
was
want me
a
to leave
Reaper.
this one for everybody else?
And then we got season 6 Dogs. If you already know it that quick, yeah, leave it for everybody else.
They played for the Dogs season 3.
Season 3 Dogs. Season 4 La Familia. Season 5 Reaper. Season 6 Dog.
He was your teammate on the Reapers.
Ryan. No, not Ryan. Yeah, Ryan didn't play on the Reapers.
Or La Familia.
Yeah,
Berg.
you did.
Berg.
actually.
Nope.
Nope,
No.
no Berg.
Fuck.
He was your teammate on the Reapers.
Nick.
Yep.
Yeah, there
Nick
you
already
go.
seen
Nick,
it?
Yep.
Nick Brick.
Nick,
shout out
I
Nick,
got
bro.
you, baby. Yes,
Bricked up.
sir.
All right, let's go to another one. We got season 3 Reapers. Season 4 Goblin. And then season 5.
That would be 4, 5, 6.
Season 6 finished.
Because season
with La
5 is the
Familia.
Goblins.
So we got season 3 Reaper. Season 5 Goblin.
So they didn't play season 4.
They didn't play season 4. And then they finished season 6.
So they
with La
retired with
Familia.
season 6. So they played 3, 5, 6.
And they're on a team now.
He was on my team last season.
3, 5, 6. Missed last season. Played as a
He
Goblin.
played on my team on the Purple Reapers. Damn. That's tough.
Yeah, I got no clue. Be real
Season
with
3.
you.
Oh, Ty.
There it is.
Ty.
There it is.
Yeah,
It's 'cause
Ty
Ty
did
got
play with
traded.
me.
He got
Yeah,
traded.
that's why I
Yeah,
say
he got
finish
traded.
with
What
La
happened? That was
Familia.
a hard one.
I was gonna
bro.
put.
He didn't
both
finish
teams.
with La Familia. He finished with the Gorillas.
That's what I mean.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He finished
Oh,
with the
yeah.
Gorillas. That's
Wrong.
why I couldn't.
I was gonna put
that's why I
both of
didn't
them, and
think
then I was
of
like,
Ty.
you know, that'd be too easy.
Yeah.
But all right, now this one here, what we're gonna do on it, since
Shout
both
out
of you
Ty,
guys
bro.
Hey,
Love you,
shout
Ty.
out
are
Ty.
well qualified first rounders, right? I went through all roster as of right now in the league. We have a total of 12 players that were at some point drafted in the first round. If you can give me
Currently this season.
in this season, then you give me all 12
This season? Like
Yeah.
from
from any season. They were drafted first.
Are you counting these first 10? So they just need
Yeah,
2
you-
that aren't in the first round?
Sure, you can do that. Yeah.
No, I can't.
And
I
these
ain't
two,
gonna
I
lie.
had to go way back and oh shit,
There's
well, we got
probably
Juan.
more.
Chili?
there's probably more. Chili's one. There
Chili's
you go.
one. I
Season-
remember he was a
season 3
number one
Gator.
pick
Yeah.
or something.
season
Three
1
Gator.
and season 3, he was first overall.
All right, best.
Well, we got
I
Juan. Me and Sway. That's 2 already.
Mm-hmm.
We got Braylon.
Let me see your list.
We got.
Juan.
I already said Juan.
Can you pull up all the
Wait, so
Oh,
you
wow.
said they had to
I'll
play.
double check.
They had to play in previous seasons, or just
at any point a first round pick.
At any point in first round pick. Who was the first round pick? Sean was a first round pick this season.
Yeah. The first
see
round
on
is the
the
first
list
round.
or
I think
no?
it's just the two guys that aren't in the
trying to
first round.
14,
I'm trying to cross
actually.
out the names though.
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No, it's 12.
AJ.
He's not in the league this season.
Oh yeah, he's not. Alex.
You got Alex, yep.
All right, 1,
Wait, so you said two
2,
of them are not
3.
playing now?
No, everybody's playing. So we got 12 players. Everybody's playing.
4.
Me
and
and
Nacho,
Nacho.
duh.
Yeah, you got 10 from you got 10 from
You good?
this
You
draft,
late?
but there's 2 more. You got Chili.
7,
All right,
There's
so
one more.
Chili
There's
and
one
who
more
was in the
person.
First round pick this
8.
season.
9,
Fucking
Dean?
10,
Dean? Nah.
No, not
wasn't the
Dean.
first round
11,
Mike?
pick. Mike.
12,
Mike?
13,
Yeah.
Mike first round?
14, 15.
Mike had to go
No,
first
he's
round at least
16.
one
There's
time.
16, Eric. Yeah, can I just name them because you guys
Yeah,
are not
name
going to
'em,
get
name
all of
'em,
them.
yeah,
All
go
right, so
ahead.
on the Coyotes you have Alex, obviously. Then on the Mambas, Sean and Shane both went in the first round this season, so both of them are first round picks.
Oh
I
yeah.
forgot.
I
They
was
did
not
trade
gonna
up for
get that. That's
Shane.
one that we were
They
gonna
did
pick
on
for
first.
sure.
on your
Shane.
team, you and 1v1 have both gone in the first round.
Oh yep.
Braylon has gone in the first round on the Martians. You have gone on the Panthers. On the Dogs, Fessy and both Yusuf have gone in the first round. He went to the Gorillas in the first round. Phil has gone in the first round. Nixon went in the first round. Dom and Juan both went in the first round. Fell, Chili, and X all went in the first round.
X season,
Damn.
X season 4.
For real.
Yeah, the Rangers.
Oh yeah, the rain.
We all see now how far
That-
the league
that-
has come, man.
Literally.
Let's
That's-
go.
that's-
Shout out to Mike.
Yeah.
That was the one
Facts.
where
Shout out
Phil
Mike, baby.
Phil went 4th round.
That's a hard one.
Phil went 4th round. Nobody knew him though.
Nobody
right?
knew
No,
Phil.
no.
Yeah, nobody. He was like a last-minute addition to the draft pool.
Damn, if he didn't get kicked out the league that season, they might have won it. I ain't gonna lie.
Nah, they weren't beating us.
Nah, they weren't beating
No,
us.
they beating us.
Yeah.
We played them
Alright.
with Phil with
Oh yeah,
6.
we did play
And
them
we
with
beat
Phil
them.
and beat them.
Yeah,
Sorry.
come on.
Sorry,
Sorry,
Ant.
Phil.
Now,
Sorry,
before,
Ant.
before we get into the our predictions,
Don't you got one more?
No, I didn't make a list for that one.
I can.
I made the, you can,
Oh, drafting in the third. That's too much
that was
thinking.
up, yeah.
That's a lot of thinking. Drafting in the third
I'll
round.
be here like beep boop bop.
Yeah, I'm the only one that would probably know that outside of Ant.
Anybody? Any questions in the chat before we get into the predictions?
People making guesses and whatnot, but I think
Great.
maybe
Yeah, what
Sauce
y'all
would
got
get
for the
that.
Twins? Anything for the Twins? What y'all
Any
got?
questions? Anything you want to hear?
Any takes? Any takes?
Yeah.
Any
Any hot takes?
Yeah, any hot takes? Anything?
Oh,
wanna
anybody?
get off
How
their chest?
about for let's start the rookie of the year conversations.
Yeah,
Anybody- anybody
you know
really-
how to get him out the league, Luke. JK.
But right now, you had to like any top 3 right now that really stood out to you? All the rookies. It's
I
really
ain't gonna lie.
balling out.
That guy Dave on Railing team
Take?
from the Martians, he's good, bro.
Yeah.
So
You got
Dante?
you got a lot of rookies this season.
Who
You
else
got
is another
Sean,
That's why I was
Sean,
He
he's
was
gonna
gonna
win
be
it.
my
Rookie
Sean,
of the year?
my team.
Dante,
Yep.
Bouncy Bruh,
Bouncy, bro.
Fessy.
Damn, Fessy and Sean.
This
top
got to
of
be
the
one
list.
of the top rookie classes.
It's a
honestly.
good. It's
Yeah.
a good rookie
Honestly.
class.
Fessy and Sean, one of them are gonna win it
Which
for
which
sure.
one would it
Don't
compete?
sleep on Bouncy, bro. He's
Bouncy's
Bouncy
playing
bro,
good too.
too. If he
bro.
keeps playing, like
Yeah.
he got it too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Especially
I think
if the Panthers go far.
This is probably going to be a race where like if someone has one bad game.
Yeah,
gonna
that's
really
true.
mess him
Yeah.
up.
Heck
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
even with the MIP.
Yep.
I mean, Jay Nola, no more one highlight. If you want to win MVP, we need at least 5 highlights, bro.
Yep.
5 clips.
Yep. Exactly.
I ain't gonna lie, he was cooking last game. Even though they did lose, but win by 50, he was cooking
Yeah.
though. So
But week 1 had a bad game.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
's been hooping. He just got hurt. But if it wasn't
He still
for
had
that,
6 points in the first half before he
that's
got
what I'm
hurt.
saying. If he don't get hurt, he's having at least.
oh
what,
yeah,
15?
Gene. Oh yeah, Gene. Gene's not a 6th rounder, bro. Y'all be sleep. Even last season, he was cooking, bro.
Yeah.
Gene is literally a 4th or 3rd rounder, easy, bro. No cap. Like
Yeah, and if
Oh,
Fritz and Ty have
stock
like a
definitely went
couple
up.
big games,
Yep.
you know what I mean?
Ty's another
Ty's
one.
been playing
MIP.
good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fritz been playing good. If they have like one game where they kind of explode, maybe they have a couple more games. Like
nah,
that.
Fritz
Explode.
MIP.
Which-
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
If-
Fritz
got it.
MIP.
But if Sauce is playing like that too, because it's
You know,
most.
even Sauce, I ain't gonna
yeah.
lie, he's low-key
You got to go
hooping.
most improved based on their
Yep,
previous stats.
yep,
like
yep.
Yeah,
Fritz still had good stats last
Yeah, he
season.
did.
But
That's what
that's-
I'm saying.
So you got to
What-
look
what-
at Gene,
what I
who
was
like
saying was
Gene
that-
had barely any stats.
If
Yeah,
if
yeah.
Fritz is going to be like the main scorer for you guys, right? Does that instead of MIP, does that push him to MVP if you
It
guys?
could.
He
are like,
could,
you
he
know what
If
I'm
could.
saying?
puts up those big games.
But Are-
Big
Or
numbers?
does you and 1v1 kind of?
But how are we
Messes up.
going to vote MVP this season? Because Tommy's got a 48-point game. He's got a 37-point game. He's probably going to have the most points per game. Does that make him the most valuable player? That's really what you got to look at.
on the
At
best
the end of
team?
the day-
If he's on the best team at the end of the season,
I ain't gonna lie. If he's on the
Averaging
best
that
team,
30,
averaging that,
I would. Yeah.
But if he's averaging that and Sean's with him averaging 20 rebounds, 10 assists, and 3 blocks, which is more valuable? The fact that Tommy's allowed to score because Sean's doing everything else, or the fact that Tommy's getting the ball into the hoop? It's a discussion for later in the season. I'm bringing up these questions because it's valid points.
it is only game 2, so we're gonna have to see.
Yeah,
but
none of this makes sense now. But
It always comes down to like right when voting's about to happen, you're gonna see like what guy takes that road to be like the real MVP to take his team. Like, it always happens before the playoffs. So
Yeah,
every
like,
team is like most playoff ready, and that guy is doing what he needs to do for that team.
Yeah.
I feel like that's how the MVPs have been. Like the guy doing the most. Like when I won it, I was on the Reapers. I had to do like if I'm not on the team, we pretty much lose every game. Like I ain't gonna lie.
Feel like
Alex last season he had multiple games 2020. So we gonna see the.
I think you have to be valuable more than just scoring in order to win MVP, in my opinion, from what we've seen in the past 2 seasons.
That's why I like the voting, because everybody sees like everybody play for the most part, even if it's on film or like in person. But you kind of could tell like towards the end of the season who's gonna be like in the lead, like the top 2 and 3.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be a
Based on,
tight
like,
race.
gameplay.
It is.
Yeah.
It's
Nah,
gonna
but
be-
Tommy's hooping. If he keeps doing that and kind of just play a little bit more defense, I saw his story. He trying to play more defense. If he does the little things a little better, and
I ain't gonna lie, he just doesn't have to
especially against
sometimes,
us, you know
bro.
what I mean?
This could be the first
Sometimes,
season
bro,
for
there's
him.
But
a
that's
steal,
why
he
it's
just
like-
leaks out.
And he probably is going to lead in points per game, but like what's more valuable? The fact that he's
Yeah.
allowed to do that because Sean is like such a presence in the paint. That's where it's hard to like tell what's truly more valuable for a team.
I ain't gonna lie.
Both are
too, like,
valuable.
yeah, Tommy, but it's not like he's getting mad layups like that. He be shooting too, and he be making the
He's a
shots.
bucket.
You know?
He's a bucket.
Yeah, like it's not like he's shoot. Like I shoot wide open shots and I miss
Yeah,
him. You know?
he's
like,
highly
making them
efficient.
bitches.
Bro, you can't shoot, bro.
That's what I'm trying to say. He's making shots. Like it's not like he's just coming out dropping
Yeah, but
47
shooter,
on
bro.
straight
It's different,
layups,
bro.
bro.
Yeah.
I did what he did in week 1 and I went 5 for 15. So like it's not easy. It's not easy.
Gotta give
for
him
sure.
credit, but
Yeah, he's
we're
got to
doing-
put the ball in for
The
sure.
word of Tommy, he is nothing without Sean and my teammates.
Honestly, we'll really see how like that's gonna look when like a team like they don't win by 20. You know, like it's gonna be a close game, and then we'll see how they look or whatever.
So you think we're gonna have like a close race between MIP, Rookie of the Year, and MVP?
Honestly, this might be the closest one. Honestly, all those three's gonna be close.
There's a lot of
compared to
talent
every
in
other
this
season.
league.
It'll be
Yeah.
good though, because
A lot of
Defensive
guys
Player
are
of the Year
stepping
might
up.
actually go to a big man instead of a small guy.
DPOY, that guy Marcus, if he keeps the guy on your team,
Yeah.
he keep getting blocks like
Right
that,
hand.
or
I'm
Sean too. Yeah.
And
Dark horse Vaughn, Van up Vaughn,
yep, Vaughn.
V1 Vaughn. He's played
Can't forget
well.
about Chief reigning Defensive Player of
7
the Year.
fouls. You got to put him in the conversation.
7 fouls.
No, but 3
7
blocks.
fouls.
There
You
are
put Tommy in
3
there too?
steals. No,
No, nice.
no.
deal.
His steals. If he can do it against a team where he's actually in a set defense, it's different than the Goblins, where
What
it's
about
just
the back
like,
taps?
yeah, it's like they were horrendous. They were horrendous.
When I won it that season, I won it because I was literally guarding people full court, bro.
and
the
locking
best
up the
player.
best
Yeah,
player.
the best
Yeah.
player and shit like that.
It's not about the stats every time with DPOY. It's about like impact on the game.
With that one, you feel like you got to watch the game.
Yeah, you have to watch the game. Luckily, most of the guys in this league watch every single game.
Yeah, like when Nick won it, he
Guard
was
up.
doing the same thing, full court defense, guarding the best guy and
Yeah.
whatnot. X last season
Get out
with
that
me
zone,
too.
guard up. Man to man.
They won't do it.
Tommy.
They won't do it.
They don't need
won't
to do it. They
I
don't
mean,
need
they
to
don't
do
need
it.
to do
They're
it until
scared.
somebody breaks their little
They're
half
they're
court.
But
scared.
if
They're
you're going to go
scared.
DPOY, you would give it to Sean on that team.
Yeah,
You wouldn't give it to Tommy. Like the stats would say Tommy, but if you watch the game, you know that
Yeah.
it's because of Sean.
Yeah.
It's like AD. It's a cheat code down there.
For sure.
Facts. So you can play loose up top knowing that behind you have like a force.
Yeah,
You should go
100%.
for the steals and know Sean's gonna be
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
that. And
100%.
Campbell. All right, let's get into the predictions. Game 1 of week 3. We got the Ravens taking on the Coyotes. Sauce's first time matching up with our first time captain, Pat.
Damn, I might have to pull up for that one.
Could
First
be a good one. I
game,
think it's gonna be a good one. You got the Coyotes.
That's a
coming
physical
off
one.
L.
Yeah.
Ravens looking for their first dub. Who do you got, Nacho? Ravens or Coyotes? I think everybody's
one.
going to be there. Alex there. TP's there.
All right, I was
Everybody
just about
should
to
be
ask
there,
that.
full
If Alex
squad.
I
is
think
there,
Gene
Fell
may be there.
healthy.
Let us know in the chat, Gene.
That's really a tough one. I feel like it's gonna come down like to the wire because both teams like I played against the Ravens already, and what I seen on film from the Coyotes, they both play pretty fast, and they both play like solid defense, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't really have like big men, both teams, so they're just running all game.
The Ravens got big men, but they don't have like
Oh.
big, tall dudes.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
mean. Like
yeah.
Chili's big, but he's fast.
It's fucking unit.
But honestly, I gotta go with the Coyotes on this one. Gotta go with the Coyotes.
Yeah, I ain't
You
gonna lie.
agree?
If they got Alex and their full team, even without Gene, if they got Alex, who do they play?
The
Coyotes.
Ravens. With Fell.
Sauce, I love you, but if Fell and Dre, if y'all don't get Dre the ball, it's a GG. Coyotes gonna take an easy dub, but if Dre and Fell's hooping, it's gonna be a close one to the wire. So, but at the end, I'm gonna have to go with the Coyotes. Though. I can't lie. You know, they won a game. They know how to win. Like
Facts.
the Ravens gotta win one. You know.
I agree. I'm gonna go Coyotes too. I feel like Coyotes got a little edge on this one. It's definitely gonna be a close game though. Very
Yeah,
defensive.
it's gonna be
game.
close. It's anybody's game,
Yeah.
honestly.
Gonna be a
They match
defensive
up
game.
pretty good too. Like they
Yeah.
both teams got size. You know, they got Chili, they got Alex and the other dude down there. Whatever.
Well, they both have size, but they both don't have like true bigs. Like
Yeah.
Tyreek and Chili are like utility bigs. They're more
Tyreek is
athletic.
not even a big. To be
Yeah,
honest.
neither of them
He's
are.
a
Yeah.
big guard.
Yeah, but in this league they were bigs. Now they're not because we actually have centers. But
Yeah.
they're like fours, and I think it's a good matchup. But you can't go against Alex.
Yeah.
It's just
Like I
it's
said,
too hard to go
Alex
against
is there,
Alex.
and
Alex is really
playing
good,
20
man.
and 15, like, it's
He's
gonna-
really
it's gonna be
good.
hard to beat, bro.
He's
Especially
proven himself in the short amount of time he's been here, bro.
Literally.
when we
First
played him
season,
last
won
season, he
MVP.
dropped 20 and 20 on my head, so he got it, bro. No cap.
Dean said it's funny how we value this now, but Sauce got snubbed for DOI over stats. Yeah, but that's because Gator deserved it.
Gator.
Season 2,
Gator.
DOI. And they say we're hating on Tommy. I'm not hating on Tommy. I've given
we
Tommy
love
kudos many times. I'm stating the facts, and I'm playing devil's advocate that the stats aren't everything. And just like Yusuf last season, just because he had a lot of good stats doesn't mean he's the MVP. You have to go for value, and Alex was the clear MVP. I just try to play devil's advocate and come from a perspective that is different than, hey, these are the numbers. I didn't watch the game, but I see Tommy at 48 points. He's got to be MVP. I watch every game just like a lot of us do. We know who has an impact on the game and who's important, stats or not.
It's kind of like if you were to go to NBA comparison, Andre Iguodala, Finals MVP, even though Curry definitely was the best offensive player on that team, but who was that most valuable player?
That is true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the same thing.
Yeah.
I mean, not really, but
But Tommy, you can argue MVP for him just because of the stats and the points. Because without his 48, the Mamas are
they lose by 3.
Which
is wild.
He's in the conversation already. Like,
Yeah,
giving
yeah,
him
yeah.
his
Well,
kudos.
yeah, he-
Yes.
we're not
The
we're
fact
not
that he's in the
taking it away from
conversation
him.
is the
Yeah,
kudos,
yeah,
for
we're
sure.
not taking
I'm not in
nothing
the
away from him.
conversation.
Yeah, I'm not either, bro.
Yeah.
So.
But it's very difficult for you to win MVP
Fuck
when you
that, I
also
am.
have like multiple.
No, Mike Mitchell.
Mike Mitchell, let's go, hell yeah.
when you have like somebody else as valuable as you almost to the team on your team. So it's
Hey
very
Tommy,
hard to
just
say.
just don't pull up one game and see how valuable you are. Maybe they lose without you. I don't know.
week 8, Tommy.
He barely played in the scrimmage, and they still won. Jay Nola went
Ah
off.
shit.
Jay Nola
GG's, Tommy.
MVP. Jay Nola MVP.
Jay Nola.
try to vouch for you, bro.
Who you got, Mike? Mike hasn't chose, right?
I say Coyotes. I say he can't go
Alright.
against Alex.
Oh,
So
Yeah.
we got a clean sweep Coyotes against the Ravens.
Love you, Sauce. I'm sorry.
I want the Ravens to win.
Yeah, I want the Ravens to
we
win.
need
I
you guys
want the
to win.
Ravens to win for sure. I just like it's hard to go against Alex.
Now game 2. We got the Dragons looking for their first win against the Dogs, looking to keep their winning.
How do you vote against these two guys? Fucking Gene and Jeff, just nice guys. Look at that smile.
All right. So start with you, Sway. The Dogs versus the Dragons. What do you got?
I ain't gonna lie. If the Dragons can pass the ball and play a whole game, it'll be a close game. But I think the Dogs take it out. They got more size,
Yeah.
more scorers, more shooters. Gotta go with the Dogs on that one.
You agree, Notch?
Yeah, I'm going to make it quick and simple. Dogs, Dragons, the only way you guys win this if you guys just keep that first half. But
Pass the ball.
You know, from what everybody's seen so far, you can't go against the Dogs right now. Even though the Dogs haven't been playing their best basketball, but their last game they showed how they need to play. So, Dragons, step up, please. Please, Dogs are in our conference.
we need that.
Come on, step up, bro. Nixon.
I told y'all, first
Do
team
your
to 3
thing,
L's
bro.
ain't making the playoffs.
You don't
so.
need
Yeah,
20
literally.
shots. I promise you, bro. Me and Sway probably shoot less than 12 shots. We still scoring 20 something, bro.
Bro, I
You got a
shot
team.
7
You can
shots
trust
and
Gene,
scored
bro. You can trust
17.
Gene, bro.
Bro,
Pass
if
that
y'all need to
ball,
figure
I'm
it
telling
out, bro. Y'all got it. But yeah, dogs. I'm sorry. That's all I got.
Yeah, like Nixon,
wasn't
if you're not
quick,
going to
but-
drop 40, bro, pass the ball, bro, honestly.
Yeah, I'm agree with you guys. I'm going to dogs. I feel like now if the Dragons were to win this game, it'll be off of ball movement. If they
Yes.
going up, Nixon taking quick shots, coming down one possession, quick shots. That's where the dogs is gonna feast. They're gonna grab the rebound. Fessie's out of there. Yusuf is out of there.
Mike's out of there.
Mike's
Shit.
out of there. You
I
got-
might not hit the layup, but I'm out of there.
Bro,
Mike's
just
out
get
of there.
Yusuf
Yeah.
tight, and then he's gonna, you know what happened first game.
Yeah.
Y'all can maybe sneak one like the Goblins. Who knows, bro? You feel me?
Maybe the refs on
Hey.
your side.
Yusuf, stay locked in, my boy. You know what it is.
Hey, Gene, come on, bro. You got to show out. Come on.
All right, Mike, who you got?
I got the Dragons.
All right, game 3. You got the Purple Panthers taking on La Familia. Another stop in Coach Tone's a farewell tour. I didn't get the chance to check the record against.
Yeah, I got to
Tone.
pull up. I got to pull up at 9:15. Like, it's going to be all the good games. Bro.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a good game. A lot of
Every
good
week is a
matchups.
great game in Celly Nation, man. It's a good time.
Anybody can win
Everybody
every
knows,
Sunday.
man.
It's got to be
Let's
better
get
than
the
last
look.
week's games. I'm going to be honest.
Oh,
Something was in the
yeah.
water.
Yeah. for
Something
sure.
was in the water.
It starts with that 9:15 game. It definitely starts.
It
with
sets the
that.
tone for
It
sure.
definitely does.
The coach tone.
All right, let's start with you, Mike. Oh, actually, let's start with you, Sway. Go ahead, Sway. You got the Panthers. La
Honestly,
Familia.
bro, this one's going to be a good game just because Tone is the best coach in the league, obviously. You know, he coaches. It's going to be Tone, if he could rile up the troops and get them to listen to the game plan and they hooping versus the Panthers making shots, I think. If Nacho comes out, have a good game, you know, Steve keeps playing how he's playing, Eric hits a couple step-back threes, Panthers are going
I
to
need
pull
to
it
pull
out.
better. I need to
But
pull
if
better.
y'all come not hooping how y'all have been, and La Familia might sneak another one. You know, one thing about La Familia is they're gonna play defense, bro. Yeah, I know Tone don't be having that, so they're gonna play defense. So.
And they're gonna play all 40 minutes.
Exactly, and they're gonna play all 40 minutes. They might be down 15, but they're still gonna be playing. So if y'all stay on the gas the whole game, I see the Panthers winning, but you can't count out the La Familia.
Somebody that we didn't shout out earlier when we were talking about Familia was Fonzo.
Oh,
Fonzo,
yes,
Fonzo.
yes,
Right,
yes,
Made an
yes.
immediate impact. I think this is going to be a real test for you guys because you're going to take a coaching role as you have, and you're going to go against a guy who's taking a coaching role. Who can outcoach the other one?
Yeah.
You guys are not going to get out to the same start because Martians took a lot of bad shots to start. Tone will take a timeout and berate his guys before he allows you guys to go up 14-0. So you're not going to have the same start that you had, and you're going to have to figure out how to break a press with guys that are going to try to dribble through the press.
Nacho.
No, Mike Mitchell.
Mike Mitchell.
And you may have other guys that do the same. So if you can adapt to that, coach your way out of it, and prepare for what Tone's going to do, you guys should win because you have more talent. But I give the edge to their speed and his ability to coach. And I think he's going to be able to find some mismatches and make this a very tough game. I still pick Panthers, but I could see Familia beating you guys.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. If they didn't have Nacho, because Nacho, bro, I always say out of all your teams, bro, like Nacho's the best leader you've had.
100%.
I agree.
So like, if y'all didn't have Nacho, I'll go with La Familia. But Nacho's a good leader to help you out. So
Yeah.
that's why.
Yeah,
I went
you've
with the
grown a lot.
Panthers.
Flowers to you.
Even though I had to get on his ass a couple of times, like, bro, be a better leader,
All the
you know.
time,
But
you know,
yeah,
there's love at the
at
end
least
of the
he
day.
listening now. You feel?
but
what
you're
I'm
actually
saying?
vocal in the huddles,
Yeah.
and that makes a
Yes,
difference.
it
It
helps a
starts
lot.
top
It
down.
helps a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
It
Even
helps a
like
lot.
I only say like I don't say much in the ref chat, but what I do say like it's just the truth, bro. That's one thing that everybody can attest to. Like I used to be just as bad, if not like, I wouldn't say worse than Brisky, but I used to be just as bad, getting mad as hell. And shit,
Nah,
bro.
yeah,
You
even
live,
back
you
in the
learn,
day
bro.
in
It's Sully
AU.
Nation, bro. Like
Bro.
players are refs, bro. That's what it is. That's what you got.
That's what
So
it's been.
you really just gotta play ball. But real quick, Fonz, shout out to Fonz. That boy really hooping too, bro.
Yeah,
Bro,
when
he
when
Yeah.
Fonz was with me on the Reapers, I used to give him the ball. I'm like, yo, Fonz, cook, bro. Like,
luck
bro, we
Sunday,
used
though,
to
bro.
play with him back in the day, the Boys and Girls Club. Bro, Fonz is a bucket, bro. He just be
Yeah,
holding
yeah.
back sometimes. You feel me? But hey, shout out that boy Fonz, bro. Keep hooping, bro.
Wait, can I pick or not?
Yeah, go ahead. All
Nah, but
right.
it's
Nacho's
gonna be a
going for
battle,
La
Tone. It's gonna be
Familia.
a battle for you. But it's the last game I play against you, maybe. Hey, it's gonna be a battle, Tone.
Yeah,
You
it's the
already know
Tone
what it
farewell
is.
tour. So you know he gonna
That's the bad thing. Tone knows me well, so I gotta just pull out. I gotta.
Tone,
go
let me know. Have I ever won a game
again?
against you? If not, I have to win this one.
Nah, we're gonna get it, bro.
Yeah, Tone known us
We're
since
gonna get that
freaking
shit, Tone. My bad.
high school, so Tone knows exactly how we both play. So when we play them, just know you got to pull out some tricks, Nacho.
Gotta get in the bag.
All right, we got game 4. Your Goblins taking on the Makos. Goblins coming off an ugly loss, and the Makos looking to keep their streak alive. Nacho, who do you think's pulling out this game?
I mean, honestly, I gotta just say the same thing I said earlier. Is I'm gonna make it quick. Goblins. Yeah, I just gotta. It was ugly last week. I better step up. I know y'all gonna have Juan, hopefully. But I gotta go with the Makers. They got a lot of firepower. 1v1 guys, show up on time, please. Like, we love you, bro. You're one of the swaggiest ones, bro. You feel me? But 1v1,
Swaggy.
Fritz, Anderson, them boys can make shots, and we got former MVP right here, Sway. Everybody knows what he's gonna do. If he hits a couple threes, how he did last week, even better, because that boy can't shoot. He knows that.
I'm brokey dope. Leave me open.
Definitely the Makos though, and Luke's Luke's doing his thing too. I feel like he just needs to do like a better job of just coaching his team instead of I know Luke loves to play. I played with him. Hey Luke, you're doing your thing too. You're getting buckets. You're doing a lot of things that are good on the court. But if you just take a little bit of a backseat, just to let Joe work a little more, let those guys get the confidence, get ready for playoffs. You guys could be better, but definitely got to go with the Makos.
I agree. I'm going to go with the Makos. Now, I think the Goblins definitely got a little motivation, definitely, after last week. It's going to be a close game, definitely not a blowout. Hopefully not a blowout. Holy moly. But
please, we need good games. All good games, close games. It is what
That's
it
why
is.
I said I need to pull up at 9:15 because it looks like all the games are going to be close.
I hope everybody tries. When it's early in the season and guys
Yeah.
sometimes don't take it as seriously.
Yeah.
I hope that it's good effort the whole day.
Yeah. But this is another game where I feel like it's going to be those role players. And when I'm looking at the roster right now, I'm more confident what you guys got over there than what I've seen from the Goblins. But if Dom comes out and Juan comes out with that mentality, all right, I'm going to score as much, and then that puts you guys in a scoring battle with them two, it's very hard to go against Dom. But I do have the Makos.
He was
I'm
my
a Dom,
teammate.
bro. That's a former MVP too,
Yeah.
man. You can't go up against him. I just kind of have to.
It's coming off that weekly
just what
trash,
I've
man.
seen so far,
It's coming off that weekly trash. Very motivated.
Darvis, if you're still in the chat, who you got? Goblins or Makos?
Dom's a bucket, bro. What?
So I felt the same way after watching the scrimmages. Goblins, listen, they've proven it, but there's not a big sample size. They're not going to play 2 bad games in a row.
Yeah.
So they got blown out by the Coyotes. They came back. They beat us. They got blown out. Did they come back and beat the Makos? I don't know. I think you guys have a better roster than them. But Dean can dunk, and Luke can't. And you got to take that into perspective. We saw it on Instagram. Optimal Body Fitness. Check out Optimal Body. Great commercial. So you can't count Dean out. But if you're going purely basketball and how things have gone, you have to go the Makos.
Yeah.
You'd be crazy not to.
Yes, sir.
All right.
We haven't played our best basketball yet, so
I agree.
just know it's still coming, and we've been taking dubs.
You got a clean
Makos on
sweep for the
3.
Makos. Makos on 3. Finish on you.
Oh, man.
Hey,
Yo.
Finishing everywhere.
Let's get our final game of the week. We got the Martians taking on the Mambas. Ziggy getting his first taste of the Mambas. Whew. This is another good one. Very tough one. Let's go to Sway. Let's give Nacho some time to think.
Ziggy.
Let's go to Mike.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. If the Martians if they could get somebody to help Braylon and Day, I think they could pull it out. Who do they play? The
Mambas.
The Mambas, but the way the Mambas been playing, I don't know, bro.
Darvis said weekly trash continues. So I think he's taking Makos.
All right, let's go. I'll take that, Darvis. We play them. Yeah. Weekly trash this week, Dom. Any other week, get some buckets.
Do you think the Martians could stop that Tommy?
Nah, honestly, if Braylon comes out and plays how he does, how he did, whenever he turned up,
Yeah.
they got a shot to win. But if not,
So
and then
you don't think it's more of stopping the Tommy drama? It's more
nah,
of
I
Braylon
feel like,
getting
bro,
going?
I feel like if they could break that little half court press and Braylon's getting buckets and they got a couple other guys making shots, it'll be a good game. But I ain't gonna lie, it's gonna be hard to stop Shane and Sean plus Tommy. That's a tough trio. So I gotta go Mambas. But I don't think it's gonna be a blowout though. I think it's gonna be a good game. But Still gotta go with the Mambas though.
You agree, Mambas?
Yeah, I can't. The only reason I say that, just playing against recently the Martians, right? They played the Martians, right?
Yeah. Great jerseys.
Great jerseys,
Hey,
by the way,
Mambas
Ziggy.
or the Martians?
Martians. I like
Both,
both, but
both.
yeah, I like the Martians.
But yeah, I gotta choose Mambas just because. I mean, it's hard to go against that team. They play together so much. They got all that chemistry, and then you got that boy Sean as your anchor, and Martians don't really have like that solid anchor down there.
Yeah.
But it could be close if honestly if they can just shut down Tommy, do their
Yeah.
best job on Tommy, not to score as many buckets, and like leave those other guys to low points. They can pull it off, but I gotta go with the Mambas.
I mean, I ain't trying to tell everybody how to beat the Mambas, but if you just don't really turn over the ball, you got a shot, bro. Like,
There's just one thing that makes the Mambas go, and that's that shiesty mask. If you take that thing off,
bro,
he loses his
Literally.
he
powers.
puts it on and they get 50 steals, bro.
It's like me, bro. I changed my name to Bing Bong. I can't hit one. Now, bro. Oh,
It's because you're on a
God,
different
bro.
court, though. This is a way further
Yeah,
Bing Bong.
dude, I gotta get one though, but
yeah, that Winter Park Bing Bong. Yeah.
Way
Imagine
different.
Tommy takes it off. He goes 0 for 10. Like, what? That
He
would
might be me
nuts.
underneath, and he might miss every layup.
I'm telling you, I told you, if Tommy
That's
doesn't take a shot before the game, he might play worse, bro. Like, so.
Listen, the bottom line is Darvis said Martians lose by 15, and Darvis knows all.
Yes. Darvis is our Woj.
He's Darvis Burke.
But the
Darvis
Martians, the Martians do got what it takes to beat them though. Like they got somebody at least that can control the ball, like Braylon, Tay, like to control the press. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But it's gonna be tough without having that anchor.
How
like
you get-
Sean.
Yeah, I agree. I'm gonna go Mambas, but for the Martians to win this game, I think it's more on Braylon getting started from the jump ball, and then Tay has to have a better game.
Yeah.
Like Tay has to get going with Braylon. Braylon can he's always gonna get you that 20. He's gonna get you that 30 if he turns it on, but he's gonna need somebody to give him that 15, that 17. Now if that happens with Tay, I do feel like the Mambas are in trouble, but I'm gonna go Mambas just because I don't think anybody's ready enough to stop that Tommy lead.
Nah, that Tommy,
And
bro,
that
like
press.
that Tommy and Shane. It's because Shane's good too. Like, bro, he be just pulling and making it, bro. Like,
Yeah.
Shane is good,
Yeah,
bro.
but you got to know by now. When he puts his head down, he's shooting it.
Literally,
He literally does
bro.
this every time, and he shoots
Immediately
it.
just boom right in his shit.
Or if
It's
he gets
so
the ball,
quick.
He's sprinting up court. He's gonna pull it, bro.
He's so quick. It's crazy. It's crazy. But
Clean sweep for the Mambas, Mike.
yeah, you can't
Yeah.
not go with the Mambas. It's pretty obvious. I think Ziggy's got some lineup things to figure out. I think you got to take Damian off the bench. Braylon's got to get going early because it's going to open the court for everybody else. I hope that the role players can hit shots. If they can, Braylon does what he does. They've got a chance. I thought that they were going to be one of the strongest teams in the Orange Conference, so I still have faith in that roster. Bond's playing well. He's got to stay out of foul trouble. But I think that they have a chance, but you got to go with the Mamas.
Yeah.
It's hard to
Very
not.
hard to,
It's hard to not.
Nah, yeah, Darvis said, "Who's guarding Tommy, bro? Nobody's guarding
Nobody.
Tommy. You just gotta contain him, bro.
Team
The
gotta
best
guard
you
Tommy.
can,
The
bro.
bench got to be yelling it out.
Well, they have nobody fast enough to stop Tommy, and that's the thing. Like, there's no good. There's very few matchups in the league that are as fast as Tommy, and one of the guys that is on the Mambas and Chris Toro.
Literally,
Like the guy
yeah.
that matches up with him well is on their roster. So it's very hard. You like Mike Parker, he matches up well. Brandon Steed.
Brandon Steed.
Brandon Steed matches up well. You need a small, shifty guy that's gonna
Like
run.
energy, yeah.
Yeah. There's so many people. Nick Arcina,
Yep.
another guy, similar build. But you need guys with that build
But
to keep
Chief,
up with him. Chief, Day, Fonzo, I guess.
It's like when you're guarding him, you just, bro,
You can't take plays off.
Yeah,
You
like you
can't
gotta
take
know where
plays
he's
off.
at, like type shit.
The issue is when I wear a shiesty, I look like a thumb. So I can't rock that and play against him like that.
Because when like they played the Goblins, like he had mad wide open shots. I'm like,
Dude,
bro,
if
how
you
are they
watch
still
that
leaving
game,
him wide open?
you see like 7 plays where like they will get a shot up, and the Goblins will have 3 dudes watching Sean rebound.
Kick it out to
Literally,
Tommy.
nobody's running. They're just watching him pass the ball down. I was like, dude, nobody's running back.
But yeah,
Well,
Mambas. It's clean
I
sweep.
think that's it. Unless we got anything in the chat.
They're the last game of the day.
Yeah,
That's the last game.
of the day.
Yeah, what's up, Chad? Talk to us. What's
Damn,
up,
I
Chad?
might
How y'all
have
feel
Braylon,
about
all right, Darvis. Braylon plays too much pretty. Jay Nola gonna show y'all truly Nolan.
We definitely need Darvis on
Jay
the
Nola
pod.
coming, I ain't gonna lie. He been putting in that work, bro.
He's got no ankles. He's got no elbows.
No elbows. No finger.
No.
He messed up his finger when I had him on my Reapers, man. Come on,
Dribbling with
man.
thumbs.
Yeah, he's just out there with nubs, just going hard.
Fucking going hard.
Yeah, shout out Jay Nola, Jay Swola, Jay Fileola.
We're 6 minutes into the
J.
hour and a
Ebola.
half. Appreciate you guys. Another episode in the books. Always appreciate you guys. Oh, make sure you
Yes,
like
sir.
and subscribe.
Make sure you like before we get off.
Yes.
Make sure you have liked. Also, if you're free and you have whatever MTV is on Paramount Plus, check out the challenge. Fessy premieres today
Ooh,
on the
okay,
challenge.
okay.
So shout out Fessy.
Shout out Fest.
Also, if you're not doing anything, go watch Rage the Cage. Shout out Tyler Koski, one of my good friends as well. He's on there right now. I'm gonna go tune in. Hopefully he does well. But we got two friends that are on TV, so go check them out.
Sure.
And
You
bag.
guys.
make sure you guys subscribe, like, comment on the videos, and like your games as well. It's going to help
Yeah.
us get into the algorithm more. And let me know what you guys think. I made new thumbnails for some of the YouTube videos this week. I'm trying new things, trying to get the click-through rate to be a little bit higher. Just trying to grow the YouTube channel. So let me know what you guys think. If you like, if you don't, what I can do better. Appreciate you guys. Have a wonderful evening. We will see you guys on
next
Sunday.
week.
Solid Nation to the
Peace.
moon. Best league in Orlando.